Nowadays, I consider Wednesday to be one of my favorite days of the week.
Yeah.
Mainly because NXT is on Wednesdays.
It is indeed.
And that's what we're about to talk about here on Midweek Wrap-Up.
Indeed.
On the Wrestling Rundown.
Yeah, this being the go-home NXT to San Antonio, so we had a lot of, we had a lot of, you know, talking about what matches are happening, why they're happening.
A lot of the build.
Yeah, a lot of build, and you know, for things like that, we had a little backstage altercation between Andrade and Roderick Strong. Andrade talking some trash.
Roderick Ratong.
Roddy came up and said, "Hey, you know, if you want to say stuff like I'm not that hard to find," and then Andrade got pissed off and was walking away, and then Roddy was going to take over the interview, and then Andrade beat the shit out of him.
Oh, boo! That's the way of trying to say invest quick.
Yes. Let's see. I guess that was really it as far as build, other than what we had at the very end of the show.
Yeah, I mean, they had little video packages for most of the matches.
Yeah. We did find out that Shane Thorne is officially out for 7 to 9 months. Just recently had surgery, and is...
Shitty story.
Yeah, is on his way to recovery, slowly but surely. So we wish him the best, and hopefully he makes a strong recovery, and we can finally see TM61 actually doing stuff on NXT on a regular basis. But our opening contest was Liv Morgan trying again. She couldn't get it done against Asuka, so she tried against Ember Moon.
Yep.
She lasted longer against Ember Moon.
That she did.
But she still lost to Ember Moon.
That she did.
Ember Moon with a little running kick that dropped Liv on the outside.
After unceremoniously just hurling her over the top rope to the floor.
Yep. That's what you get for doing a guillotine, I guess. Is you just get hucked over the top rope. That was quickly followed up.
A sack of moldy tangerine.
Yes, that was quickly followed up by the Eclipse, and Ember Moon picks up the win.
Good job.
We had No Way Jose taking on Kona Reeves, who was talking some trash last week and was still mad about what happened a couple months earlier in Brooklyn. And he's like, "Hey, bro, chill the fuck out." And No Way Jose beat him pretty easily.
Yeah.
With a pop-up punch.
You know what he needs to name that?
Huh?
A punch bowl.
Because
there's no good parties without a punch bowl.
That's fair. It's pretty good.
Well,
if it wasn't bad enough, then Elias Sampson came out and was like, "Hey, guess what? I'm going to sing you a song." And No Way Jose didn't like the song very much. He came up with his own song.
Yeah.
Hey, Drift Away.
Just Drift Away.
Just Drift Away to the...
Just Drift Away. Just Drift.
And the crowd got into it. And he ended up knocking Elias Sampson off of the apron. So we are potentially starting a feud between Elias Sampson and No Way Jose. So excited. We had Eric Young in action against a guy named Chris Atkins. Before this, we had...
A big strapping lad.
Yeah. Before this, we had Ty Dillinger, who was, you know what? He didn't give a shit. He doesn't care how many people Eric Young brings to Takeover. He plans on knocking them all down, especially if there's 10 of them. And then Eric Young would fairly simply defeat Chris Atkins.
Yeah.
He was a big dude. He was just a really big jobber.
He was... they kept saying a lot of it being, leaving a lot of it up to the fact that Chris Atkins is still considered a rookie.
Yes.
So that Eric Young, with the experience advantage, could very easily take advantage of him.
Yes. Yeah, Eric Young ended up trying to hit the wheelbarrow neckbreaker. Didn't quite work. And then he had some foreboding words for Ty Dillinger.
The Damo squished him.
Yeah, and then Damo squished Chris Atkins, who is now
Chris Flatkins.
Killian Dane is now the name of Big Damo.
Chris Atkins is now Chris Flatkins. Because Davo squished him.
Yeah, I got it. Then to finish off the night, we had a face-off between all 4 women who will be involved in the NXT Women's Fatal 4-Way Championship match this Saturday at TakeOver. We started with Billy and Peyton coming out, who quickly made their presence known by being the bitches that they are.
No relation to Billy and Chuck.
No. Completely different. And then, because they talk shit, then out came Nikki Cross. And Nikki was kind of tame for a second.
A little more subdued than normal.
Yeah. It was Asuka who came running out like a fucking maniac and decided to ruin the whole thing. And then it turned into a tag team beatdown, and then Asuka and Nikki, after eliminating both Billy and Peyton from the ring, decided they were going to face off against each other. And then they teamed up once again to beat up the security guards.
Man, the security guards on NXT are the masters of getting beat up by people.
It does not pay to be a security guard on NXT.
I wonder if they get hazard pay.
That's about all they're worth at this point. They get beat up by Samoa Joe. They get beat up by Shinsuke Nakamura. They get beat up by Nikki Cross. They get beat up by Asuka. It's just a bad...
They get beat up by everyone at this point.
This is a bad place to work if you want to be in security. Don't work at Full Sail or with NXT in any way, shape, or form. This ended with Nikki Cross doing a big old crossbody to the outside, taking out about...
You mean her body?
Taking out about 6 or 7 of the security guards and Asuka somewhere in the middle. And we ended NXT with William Regal just staring at a pile of bodies.
Billy and Peyton kind of like looking at them like, holy shit.
Yeah.
We're fighting those guys on Saturday?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, we might have messed up getting ourselves in this situation. But that was NXT.
Yep, that was it. Pretty simple.
So, because we've got plenty of extra time, because Lucha Underground's not coming back till the summer, we're going to talk about our NXT TakeOver San Antonio predictions.
How many matches are on this one? 5?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, how about that? 5 matches.
I'm gonna double check the Wikipedia just to make sure they haven't added any that weren't announced or something. But if you want to go ahead and start talking about some of the matches.
Alrighty, well how about, since he was in action on NXT this week, Eric Young is going to be facing Ty Dillinger.
Indeed.
Who's your pick?
Yes, there is only 5 matches, so we have all of the matches set. I am going with, despite how confident he might be going into this, I don't think, with the addition of Damo Insanity, I don't see Ty Dillinger coming out of this unscathed. I'm going with Eric Young.
I'm going with Ty Dillinger.
Oh, we're going with the perfect 10.
Yes, I am.
Alright.
There's another match with little or no consequence.
Yep.
Roderick Strong versus Andrade 100 Almas.
Who you going for?
Roderick Strong.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, Andrade. You're alright. You're good. But you're not
strong.
You ain't strong. Andrade CN weak. Against
Andrade CN weak ass. Sorry. Title matches. That's what's left.
Yeah.
DIY.
Yes.
Versus perchance their biggest challengers possible in NXT right now.
I'm pretty sure I think there's only like one other team that could be considered in the same weight class as the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
And that's probably Dozer and Tucker.
Yeah.
I think that's them and maybe what were they, the Ely twins or whatever.
Yeah,
they were pretty big guys.
What was the name of the guy? What if they did Dan Matha and
Chris Atkins.
Vince would drool over that team.
those are like two of the guys he'd like pick.
Those guys would be shot straight to the main roster to feud with like American Alpha or something.
Yes, probably. But no, we're talking about DIY and the Authors of Pain.
And I'm gonna be real, I cannot not vote for DIY.
Of course. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of
shenanigans.
There's going to be a lot of shenanigans. I'm sure Paul Ellering is going to get involved a lot. And there's probably going to be some sort of like discrepancy at the end that will lead to a future match between the two.
Probably.
But DIY is definitely leaving as tag team champions.
The NXT Women's Championship.
4 ladies.
4 ladies. Match full of yes. Asuka, Nikki Cross, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, all vying to be the champ.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka's still undefeated.
Yep.
So, this is definitely going to be the biggest challenge for her to date.
Yeah.
Just on the notion alone that she doesn't have to be involved in the finish.
Yeah, and I think she bit off more than she could chew.
You think?
I think so.
Who do you think is taking it?
I think Billie Kay is going to take it.
Oh.
I think the dynamic of having Billie and Peyton in there, you know, usually the teams are like, yeah, we'll totally work together, and then they like fuck each other over somehow. I think the two of them will actually work together in this, but eventually one of them being champion will lead to the breaking of them, and they'll be their own separate entities. But yeah, I think they're going to be able to work together, and I think Billie Kay is walking out champion.
All right.
How about you?
Well, I've been torn.
Yeah.
Ever since I found out that this is going to happen.
All right.
And my initial instinct was to go with Nikki Cross.
Oh.
My only thing deterring me from going that route right away is just how new she is.
Right.
And just like, would they push somebody up that fast?
Yeah, she's...
It wouldn't be...
She's
like,
established, but she's not that established.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be unheard of for
No.
WWE to shoot somebody up that quickly. I mean, Santino Marella came out of the front row of the audience and then won the Intercontinental title.
From Umaga.
But I'm going to say it's going to be Asuka.
Really?
Yeah.
You think she's going to stay undefeated?
I think this is going to be... I think this is going to be her last hurrah.
You think...
Before she loses the title.
To Ember Moon.
I think at this point, she is going to lose the title to whoever she defends it after this.
So...
To put somebody over.
WrestleMania week.
Potentially.
That's fair. Alright.
Main event time.
1 match left.
And that match is going to be for the NXT Championship. You thought I was going to say glorious.
I didn't think you were going to say glorious.
But somebody watching might have. But it's going to be Bobby Roode.
Who is glorious.
Trying to dethrone Shinsuke Nakamura's second reign as NXT Champion.
Yes.
And I'm going to say the King of Strong Style will reign supreme.
Indeed.
That's it?
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean... But,
Yeah, so...
I'm excited for the match, though.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match.
The match is going to be good. But, yeah. Shinsuke is...
Hopefully Bobby Roode's eye sockets remain intact.
Fingers crossed.
And Nikki, too.
Hey. That's it for NXT and NXT predictions.
Yeah.
That was quick and painless.
Absolutely.
Alright. Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
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 Click on the links down in the description. Send in all of our social medias.
There's lots of them down there, guys.
Get updates to when we post videos.
Chat with us.
Chat with us. You can,
We do respond.
We do. We do indeed.
We're not like any of those other lame asses that don't respond.
Just ask Lucas. He tweets at me all the time. I tweet him back. He comments on videos. We have conversations. That's what this is all about.
Yeah, Lucas is a good dude.
Be like Lucas, because Lucas is cool.
And be like Lucas Calhoun. He's also cool.
He's also a juke joint. That old juke joint. What does that mean? Anyway.
I looked it up once. I forgot.
You can check out the podcast as well, where you can get the Indie News, Raw Review, Tuesday Night Live, and the Midweek Wrap-Up, all in podcast form. And for this week, and almost any time that NXT is the only thing we talk about, you get NXT predictions in podcast form.
Yeah.
But you won't get Royal Rumble predictions in podcast form.
And that's coming up next.
Exactly.
Here, on the YouTube channel, the Wrestling Rundown.
Wrestling Rundown.
Smash the like button.
Do it.
If you don't get Royal Rumble predictions.
Oh, well, I mean, you could watch someone else's, but we want you to watch ours.
Yeah.
Ours are more important.
Ours is the most important.
Exactly. So, yeah, be sure to subscribe so you can check out who we think is going to be walking out of the Royal Rumble.
Smash that little bell button after you subscribe.
Yeah, whatever that does. Also, check out our other channel.
What channel is that?
Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
Is it reasonable with a W?
It's like wrestling.
Like wrestling, alright.
Where we're going to be putting up more content as we decide what types of stuff we're going to be doing. We got some ideas rattling around in our head, but we want some suggestions from you as well. What types of videos do you want to see us do? Do you want to see us do YouTube challenges? Do you want to see us talk about old pay-per-views? Do you want to see us do trivia type stuff?
Do you want to see us fight?
No. Well, I guess we fight. As long as the video's not just you punching me.
Good idea! A video where I just punch you.
No, if I get to punch back, it's an okay video.
Oh.
Only if I get to punch back. Don't vote for that I get punched bullshit. That's, no. Not good.
Vote for the one where I punch him 9 times, he punches me once.
Get a hold of us over there. Get a hold of us here. Get a hold of us on social media.
Follow me on
Let
Snapchat.
us know what types of stuff you want to see us do.
I want to see what chat you snap about.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
And you'll have to be subscribed for the Royal Rumble predictions to see who entrant number 30 in our Royal Rumble is going to be.
Ooh, who's going to be?
29 guys in the ring right now, including some tiny people.
Points if you can. Maybe we'll send you something if you can tell us who all's in the ring.
All 29 people, even though there's like 3 I know that you cannot see for sure right now. At least 1.
There's only 1. But you can go back to other videos and find out, because we've been putting them in progressively since...
That's true, since Raw.
Yeah. So, there you go. Thanks, guys.